What's up, everybody? Welcome to a kinda funny happy hour. That's right, it's 9:19 a.m. Pacific time here in San Francisco. We're a bit late, but it's been a big day of Nintendo Direct, Sonic trailer reactions, and so much more. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the glue, Kevin Coelho.
What up, dude?
I never get to be next to you on a show.
It's so exciting.
Great. I think the last time was the one-on-one Dadcast.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
It
long
was a
time
little
ago.
while ago.
Yeah. And of course, the Hispanic heartthrob Texas treat, Latino heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. The globe-trotting, head-shotting, three-point shooting, rootin' tootin' Nitro Rifle from Twitch.tv, Andy Cortez.
I expected Kevin to just be looking at the screen like, what do I do up here? Look at the camera, Kevin.
Wait,
Come on,
what's
man.
going on with the friendship bracelets? What's going on? This is a new thing? I haven't seen
I'm a
these.
bracelet guy now.
Are you?
All right,
Wow.
I'm a
finally.
bracelet guy now.
When
yeah.
that happened?
I looked at the lack of wrist accessories, and I was always a bracelet guy, and
Slap
in my
bracelets?
emo days,
Oh, okay.
And well, some people say that they're still existing, right?
Yeah.
But I was just all about more accessories, and I was like, why did I stop the accessories?
They look good.
Did you see the
thank
thing
you.
about slap bracelets are actually just measuring tape that they've cut?
Whoa.
Yeah, wild, right?
That's really cool.
crazy.
That's resourceful. Is it the same companies?
I hope so.
I don't know.
Stanley,
I like to think that
Black and Decker, DeWalt.
some construction guy was just like, what do I do with all these broken measuring tapes?
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be some sort of collusion there, right?
There has to be.
Like people,
Capitalism.
yeah, supply and demand.
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, the idea of a happy hour is very simple, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs. Usually, exclusively with your Kinda Funny membership if you're up at the $25 tier on patreon.com/kinda funny. You can go sign up for the happy hour. Then we do a private show just for you where we usually hang out and drink, but it's 9 a.m. And answer live call-ins from you, the people of the $25 tier. But of course, this month is the Patreon pledge month. Yes, it's almost over. Don't worry if you're sick of the ads. And if you've enjoyed the content we've done this year, moving Gamescast to being every day, trying to be more responsive, making the structure of the whole dang shows and company better. We've asked you this month to come out and support us, whether it be on Patreon, whether it be on YouTube, wherever you get the Kinda Funny membership. Of course, for $10, you get all of our shows ad-free. You get the ability to watch us record the afternoon podcast live as we record them, and you get my daily exclusive vlog/podcast, Greg Way. So you had an idea of what a happy hour looks like. We've been doing happy hours weekly because they're usually monthly, and we've been letting them air live for everyone. However, if you want to talk to us, you got to go over to patreon.com/kinda funny. You could do it right now. Sign up. You'd get your link. You could join the Discord, and you could ask us questions, Kevin.
Kevin, can you do me a favor? Can
Yep.
you call me?
Yeah, sure.
Because I've
Andy!
been having a weird thing where the calls just been going to my watch, and I'm like, did I not activate my phone correctly? I got that new Pixel 9, and I don't know if
Yeah,
did I go
It's
to
calling. It's ringing right now.
calling.
here. Cool.
Okay.
So it works.
Excellent,
Andy's
yeah.
phone works. Don't worry
Maybe
about
it knows that I'm in the car and it goes to my watch.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like that's the technology is not that smart.
I hate when it's like, why are you when it's like, hey, great job, you hit your step goal. Like, dog, I've been driving for the last 28 minutes in traffic. Greg,
Yeah.
my God, talk about morning commute this morning. You all do this in the morning? This is crazy. I left the house at goddamn 8:05, got here at fucking 8:50. I was like, God dang,
That is bad.
that's a little bit of a commute right there.
Yeah.
I crushed it today, but I was driving at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't I do this every day? This is fantastic. All right, Barrett Courtney, you're on the ones and twos. Who's our first caller?
Our first caller, just as a reminder, if you're here in
you.
the happy hour audience room, whatever you call this voice channel, you have to raise your hand to be picked on. And someone who I am inviting to speak right now because they raised their hand is
Look at this four-eyed fucker over here.
Arturotron.
Arturotron.
What up,
What's
Arturotron?
up? Hi, you guys.
Hello, how are you?
Done? I'm
Yeah.
fantastic. Just getting a little work done, and I forgot there was a happy hour, but my Discord group reminded me.
Nice.
Good, fuck
Uh,
work.
Oh, well, it's how I get paid, so it's kind of
You
important.
got to do it, I know. My job sucks.
How is your week going, gentlemen?
Pretty good so far,
Yeah.
I would say. Been doing a lot of push-ups
Nice.
in the morning. I finally,
Wait, this morning too?
yeah, like every morning.
Well, you woke up early
every
this
day.
morning, I imagine.
Well, I mean, it's like, I'll just pop out a quick 20 and then
Okay.
do another 20
Yeah.
later in the day and then later in the day, But it was a little bit of an inconvenience for me, Greg, because every time I want to do push-ups, I look at the ground and I'm like,
Filthy.
there's going to be some,
Hairs.
something on my hand. There's going to be something. So I finally set up where
could clean your room.
the dumbbells are on the ground. And then shut the fuck up. All right, guys, raise your hand if I get picked on. And then I do push-ups with the dumbbells. I didn't know where the dumbbells were. It was a whole
Smart. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah, yeah.
I like that.
Didn't someone here get one of those pegboards where you like adjust it differently that was on like
thing.
TikTok?
Sounds like something Mike probably bought
Yeah,
off of a
yeah.
TV
Yeah.
I
ad
feel like
or
that could go
TikTok
work
ad.
for you. And Michael just
We might
did
have
it
bought
to
it
you.
after the Chappelle Roan concert.
Yeah.
Chapel.
Chapel.
Come on, Arturotron.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'm right there with him.
I get it right.
I was like, yeah, Chapel Roan. I know that.
She gets real mad when you do that.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Chip.
Yeah.
So,
Week's been good.
you're-
Ben didn't cry going to preschool today, but it's because he hurt himself on the way to school, so he already cried it out. we think.
Perfect.
So it's like that's the trick
Yeah.
now. Just fall down on the way to school every day.
Yeah, just give him a little trip.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Back to you, Arturotron. What's your real question?
Yeah, it was just a casual one since there's only 3 of you today. But if you could pick one fictional world, which fictional world do you think you could thrive in? And this would include like in-universe rules. For example, if you pick Star Wars, you could be a Jedi. Or if you're really good at Souls games, maybe you want to be an Elden Lord. Why you would do that, I don't know, but it's out there. So what fictional world do you think you would thrive?
One quick question: would we be in that time as well? Like if it was
Yeah, I mean,
what?
What does that
I
mean?
guess
You-
you could
Well,
say-
so,
I
like-
picked the MCU. Great, you're going to 1000 BC MCU. Oh no!
Well, I was like Lord of the Rings technically I think takes place on Earth, but like
Somewhere in Ireland
No,
or
is
something.
Lord of the Rings isn't Earth, is it,
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah, it's somewhere in Europe.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like a prehistorical mythical Earth.
yeah, it's because a bunch of like mythology was lost,
Middle
and
Earth.
there's like just like one page of it, and like the Tolkien was like, I'll write a book about it.
Like the Bible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Shire is basically like middle America, England, though.
Okay, so it's saying like we separated timelines.
No, it's
They're saying it's like a
that's the
page of lost
mythology.
history.
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah.
Like lost history.
So same timeline.
That doesn't make any sense though.
So-
We got
so-
fossils
so,
and
but,
shit.
all right, so you understand what I'm
Before
saying,
the
right? Like
dinosaurs.
let's
Yeah.
not focus on Lord of the Rings. I'm saying
Now
if
I want to.
said-
Now I want to write present day. We find a fossil of one of these idiots.
so it's like if
yeah, I
we
found
chose
this
Lord of
glowing
the Rings,
eye.
if we chose Lord of the Rings, it would take place
Yeah.
during that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Yeah.
Kevin, I think you could pick the age. So first age, second age, third age.
Oh, yes, of course. Now
I would
you're
go-
going deeper and you're going to confuse Greg more.
Yeah,
I
don't
would go
wanna-
with Happy Gilmore.
Nice. I like that. Are you golfing? Are you thriving
like
being
to-
a golfer?
No.
Oh, okay. You just want to live in that world?
Yeah, maybe I'm on.
I definitely want to live in the world where there's a Subway unlimited card.
I think
Yeah,
I
I mean,
wake.
that was the coolest thing. when-
Yeah, I think it's like something I just kind of wake up in the morning. I like turn on SportsCenter like I used to back in the day. SportsCenter was just a staple in the
Yeah,
Cortez household.
of course, yeah.
Turn that on and be like, God, this Happy Gilmore guy is still really, really out there doing shit.
They're doing a second
he
one
can't
now, right?
putt.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah,
it's gonna be
and they
garbage.
got.
Well, we don't know that. Just believe that it's going to be great.
They got Benny Safdie
I don't know who that
to
is.
be in it. From
to be in it, not write it?
Untouched Gems. Uncut Gems.
Uncut.
Okay, the
Uncut
guy who
Gems.
like was the
Is that right?
antagonist, or
And he's
whatever?
also the guy in Oppenheimer who's like
He's like,
like,
I
we
know
build
how to
a
make
bigger
the next
bomb.
bomb.
build a bigger bomb. You know that line?
Hydrogen bomb.
Are we thinking of the same guy? Because I'm thinking of the guy from Succession, right? Who was he was the politician
Mm-mm.
who was also then the guy who got trapped in the room when Adam Sandler. He was the guy who had the bodyguard, and then Adam's in Uncut Gems.
This guy.
Okay, guys, you can't just make up people and say they were in Uncut Gems. All right.
No, he's the director.
No,
Yeah,
He's one of
he's
the
the
directors.
director.
He's the director of Uncut
And
Gems,
writer, right?
but he was also in the movie
so you're
Oppenheimer.
telling me the director of Uncut Gems was in Oppenheimer, and now he's in Happy Gilmore too.
him and his
Who's
brother.
he in Happy Gilmore too?
I don't know, but the whole story,
He
like
was also in a Star Wars.
the Safdie brothers are two directors that ended up like recently kind of splitting off, and they're no longer
really?
like working together, right? But they're like still
Bad
chill with each
blood,
other.
bad blood.
But they wanted to like split off and no longer be a directing
Wait,
pair.
hold on. Are they not brothers?
The Safdie brothers are brothers.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
And they're not doing movies together anymore.
They recently announced that, yeah. But they wrote and directed Uncut Gems.
Good times.
And
horrible movie.
And Benny Safdie's also like an actor, so he was in Oppenheimer as a dude who
Good
said you
times.
build a bigger bomb, and now he's gonna be an actor in Happy Gilmore 2.
So in my universe, he wasn't in Oppenheimer.
Oh.
Just to be clear, Jack Quaid is in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah.
universe,
He
okay.
plays
And
the
he's
bomb
one of
does.
those dudes
Yeah,
with
just
Jack
make
Quaid.
sure.
He's one of the friends
Huh.
with Jack Quaid, like
Yeah.
one of the.
in your is one. I can't. I don't know them. I don't mean this to be offensive. I don't mean to offend anybody. Is Drake and or Josh in Oppenheimer? Because I know he was in
Josh.
Josh. He was in
Yeah.
yours
Josh
too.
Peck,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
he was in mine.
Really
he,
fit in this
he
universe.
was
yeah?
in mine. Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he got fit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, yeah, he used to be like me, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways, so Middle Earth, and you want to be a
No,
Happy Gilmore.
that wasn't my choice. That
He's
was
in
my
Middle Earth,
question.
everybody.
Actually, Andy,
in
you
Middle
said a cool one that made me think of like, oh, I'd like to see what the rest of the Cobra Kai world looks like. Like, is it just the one town that is obsessed with karate, or is everyone doing competitions and like, you know what I mean? Because in my mind,
Is it like Pokemon gyms?
yeah,
like
exactly.
Every town has
Everyone-
like their gym, and it's like
our fights constantly breaking out in another
Yeah.
high school.
that'd be really cool.
I obviously want to be in the DC universe. Then you get to what do you want to choose, right? I don't know
You're
enough.
just a dude in the town that got decimated by Batman and
And that's my
Zod,
thing.
or Superman and Zod.
I don't want to just say, the DC comics, right? Because, yeah, if I'm just a civilian there, my life's getting fucked up left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are putting me in bottles or whatever. So I think the way I would do it is say I want to be in DC Universe Online, because then I would get an exobyte and I would have superpowers.
Sure.
And I would
Sure,
of course,
sure.
of course.
Great question. Thank you, Arturotron.
Thank you, Arturotron.
Oh, thank you guys. That went way weirder than I thought.
Hard to believe we would do that at 9 a.m. I've already been up for 4 hours. Barrett, who's next?
Next up, we've got Jenny.
Jenny.
I've invited Jenny to
Ooh.
Send Nuggies. What up?
Say
Send
Nuggies.
It's me. Hi. Good morning.
Good
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm all right. Anyways,
It's going down. I'm good. I'm all right. You know, don't ask me. It's fine.
yeah, this isn't about me. Anyways, now that I have Kevin and Barrett here, actually, just want to let you guys know, thanks for being both the oil and the brains of this operation.
Yeah.
You're keeping this stuff running.
Yeah.
It's great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Good
Yeah,
job.
round of
You guys don't
applause.
get enough credit.
Thank you.
Next, I just a random question. I need
No,
to know.
no, you can praise me and Andy. It's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
No. Next question, kind of just a little random, but I need to figure out my birthday's coming up. I want to do a little birthday stream. My little nuggies over here are very excited. I don't know what to play.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm very like there's a bunch of games. I've narrowed it down. I'm down to like maybe an Alan Wake, a Hollow Knight, The Last of Us 2, and Baldur's Gate 3. That's Apollo. He says hello.
Are you
Here.
playing with? Is it a community thing? Are you playing with friends? Are you playing? Because if it's Baldur's Gate 3, then you do a multiplayer stream, and you get really in character, and you do your whole like.
So
You-
I do want to do kind of like both. I want to play like maybe like a solo game and then have the gamers come in and play with me too.
Okay.
I think it's
Well,
Baldur's
I would
Gate.
say okay. So the community game would be if you're gonna have gamers, I would say do like a little community Mario Party or something, where it's just like chaos and lots of wild laughs. You save that for the end, but maybe you start off. I would say don't do Hollow Knight unless you like. I don't know if you suffer from ADHD, but maybe don't do Hollow Knight.
See, I would have
That's a real hard game. to
I would
Newly,
lean
newly
t-
diagnosed, yes.
Mhm.
I would lean towards Hollow Knight because I feel like that does better in terms of something you could stream and talk over. Last of Us, Alan Wake, narrative
You're right.
games. There's a lot of talking going on. Baldur's Gate, you can obviously hold on and pause a little bit more and talk, or not. Naturally, the game pauses right as you play and choose things.
Now the problem is, Hollow Knight, a tough game to kind of get around and navigate. It's purposely kind of. It's not just like this Metroidvania where people are like, "Hey, here's this little open up the map and here's this easy to find area." If you're going to be talking and trying to entertain on top of the gameplay, it is really hard for my brain to compartmentalize. I also have to remember what it is I'm doing and where I'm going. Unless you're just kind of like flying by the seat of your pants, but you may definitely get lost and then after 30 minutes be like, I don't know where
What
I'm
was I
at right
doing?
now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but I also need to keep entertaining and not just like fully focus on this. That's a tough one.
Before it goes away, Nerf Alice says Baldur's Gate 3 no save run would be fun, and like I think that sounds
Ooh.
really cool
That could
because
be
I think you could.
Well,
yeah.
see, and then the homie Creed, shout out Creed, he did mention like, hey, if you've never played anything like Baldur's Gate, like maybe check it out first. So that's
Uh-huh.
also a good point.
I was thinking, like, it's such a easy sort of stream game to go to because it involves a community still, but something like Heavy Rain Or no, sorry, not Heavy Rain.
I was like, I don't know for a birthday stream.
the oh god, the fucking massive game about murders and the monster and
Heavy Rain.
cabin and everybody's horny and the teenagers and
The Quarry.
one of those games, yeah, a game like the
the
Quarry,
first one.
the first one,
The first. Oh, Until Dawn.
Until
There it
Dawn.
is, there
Yeah,
it is.
super
It's a
massive.
Mad Exposure
Super
game.
massive,
Shout out
yeah.
Mad
Yeah, yeah.
Exposure.
Yeah, I think a game like Until Dawn.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
That you could still pay attention to the story, but have those sort of laughs of
that's
being
a
like,
scary
"Holy
game,
shit,
you
Chad,
know?
you screwed me over. Why did you pick that selection?"
Yeah, I didn't hold
you
the
know?
controllers. Yeah, still enough.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind a scary game, Kevin. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, Until Dawn or Quarry is a great choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Happy birthday.
All right. Thanks.
Happy
Well, it's
early
not
birthday,
for like
Selena.
a couple months, but
Well, I
Oh,
want you
okay.
to take that happy birthday shout out, put it in your back pocket, hold on to it.
Save
All right?
Think
it.
about it.
Save it.
Put the time code in your journal, and then you can click on it whenever you want to.
Schedule a tweet.
Yeah, there you go.
deal. Got it. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye, Jenny.
Next up, we've got Cozy Bear.
Cozy Bear.
Hello. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
well.
Hello, Cozy Bear.
Perfect. Hello to you guys as well. Alrighty, as the viewers at home probably know by now, every time I appear on the Kind of Funny Happy Hour,
scared.
I have the crew play a short and unpredictable game show segment devised by yours truly. Normally, I'm never one to repeat a previous segment I've already done before. However, with this month's Happy Hours being available to watch publicly, figured it'd be fun to instead revisit some of my older games, give the best friends a chance to see what they previously missed. With that in mind, today we're going to be revisiting. Sorry, I need to clear my throat for a second. We're going to be revisiting a little game I like to call Silver and Gold.
Oh, wow.
The rules
Be
of
honored.
Silver and Gold are
Podcast
extremely
channel.
simple. There are 4 rounds. In each round, I'm going to state the names of 3 PlayStation trophies that you can earn in a game available on a PlayStation console. 2 of these trophies are silver trophies, one of them is gold, and you each have to guess which is the gold trophy. Are we ready?
Yeah.
If I lose to Kevin,
I mean, I'm gonna be guessing.
I mean, every guesses. This is
Yeah.
a game.
No, you played all
Kevin-
these games.
I don't remember.
I mean, we know-
though, Kevin, or do.
We know that Kevin listened to a lot of podcasts Beyond back in the day as
Oof.
well, so
I
maybe
mean-
that'll
He's wearing a
give him an
PlayStation
advantage.
shirt. Name
That's
4
true.
It was-
PlayStation
I-
games,
you
you
know.
fake fan.
All right, round 1. I want to kick things off by talking about a game worthy of a cool G. No, I'm not talking about Cool Greg.
Oh,
I'm talking about the cool G that Andy dropped so that he could play a 60 FPS version of Bloodborne. The base version of From Software's acclaimed action game contains 34 trophies, 3 of which are titled The Source of the Dream, Yarnum Sunrise, and Weapon Master. Which is the gold trophy?
Can I hear one more time? Sorry.
The Source of the Dream, Yarnum Sunrise, and Weapon Master.
We don't work together, right?
Weapon Master sounds like what you think it was, but that means it won't
but
be it.
Yeah, that's what I was
So you're-
thinking.
Yarnum Sunrise
That
could
seems like
be-
you beat the game.
Yeah, is at the end there's a sun, right?
I would go with the Yarnum Sunrise. I believe Weapon
That's what I
Master
was
is one
gonna
of
go
the.
That's a silver, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
That's-
first one
you've
again,
got
Cozy?
all the weapons.
The Source of the Dream.
That could also.
What was it? Do you remember any dream thing? It seems that sounds like the end of just a mission, so that'd be a silver, I would think. So yeah, I would go Yarnum Sunrise personally.
I also think Yarnum Sunrise.
Also sounds like a great drink.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would go with Source of the Dream.
Idiot.
I'm gonna go with the Weapon Master one. I feel like it's a weird red herring for a silver.
Andy, that $1,000 you spent was clearly not spent well because
no.
the correct answer is Yarnum Sunrise.
Hey,
It's awarded to the
we got
player
it.
for completing one of the game's 3 endings. All right, round 2. Why do we fall, Bruce?
So that we could get back up.
And then to
Indeed.
pick ourselves back up.
If your name is Bruce
Batman
Wayne, it's so that you
Deacon.
can learn to pick yourself back up. But if your name is Greg Miller, it's so that you can fall back in love with Fallout 76.
Yeah, okay.
There are a total of 51 trophies in the base version of Bethesda's live service game, 3 of which are titled A Golden Future, American Hero, and I Am Become Death. Which is the gold trophy?
Well, I Am Become Death
That's got to be the dropping the nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
which is
silver
hard
ray.
to do.
Oh, it's hard to do.
According to people, I've done it, so I know that
Oof,
that's like
okay.
there's a lot of work. There's a lot of steps to it.
I'm
The
gonna say
second
it's
one
that
of
one.
American Hero, right, sounds like just hitting level whatever, and I don't. That's usually
What was the first
silvers.
one again?
A golden future.
That also sounds like that could be like
Just
you beat the
Exiting
game.
the fucking vault.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
it sounds like
Yeah,
it. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I would say I Am Become Death, but I would also think that that does sound like the one you throw because you would toss in to make us
Yeah.
think that's going to be the gold. But I'm going to stick with
I'm
it.
gonna go with it.
I'm gonna do the other one then. What's the
Second one? Because the Golden Future was number
American Future or no American Hero.
American Hero.
No, I'm gonna do the I Become Death too.
Okay, great.
The correct answer is indeed I Am Become
Nailed it.
Death.
There we go.
It's the only gold trophy in the game and awarded for completing the mission titled I Am Become Death.
one. Me and Kevin tied.
No,
All right. Round
me and,
3.
Me and Greg tied.
Hmm.
You're losing.
Well,
Heard
he,
both
he
ways.
still has he still has opportunities to pick up the slack.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying if you have a heart attack right now,
It's over. We won.
Andy lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Round 3. Early this morning, the internet was graced with the first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which sees Keanu Reeves join the cast as Shadow the Hedgehog. Which is why today I'm going to ask you to guess the trophies in the Sonic game. No, I'm just kidding. Instead, I want you to talk about I'm going to be talking about a different project also starring Keanu Reeves, Cyberpunk 2077.
Dang.
CD Projekt Red's role-playing game contains a total of 45 trophies, 3 of which are titled The Sun, The World, and The Devil. Which is the gold trophy?
One more
Yeah.
time.
The Sun, the World,
They
the
are
Devil.
The Sun, The World, and The Devil.
I'm gonna say the world.
I think it might be the devil because there's like different paths you can take, right? And like the devil sounds like you've maxed out that path. But I didn't play the game, so
I'm going to say the world as well. I platinumed it, but I don't know.
I'll go with the Sun.
here we go.
SON.
The correct answer is The World,
Yes.
and it's awarded for completing the game's main storyline. And with that, we've arrived at our final round,
I won.
round 4.
I'm winning. I don't
For
know.
our final
winning.
round, I want to close things out by focusing on a recently released title, Firewalk Studios Concord.
Everybody's favorite. Every
My
platform.
favorite.
Since its launch last Friday, the gaming community has been awash with questions. Is it already dead? Should it have been free to play? In what way will it affect other upcoming PlayStation titles? How do I get these stains out of my shirt? There is so much uncertainty. But we here at this table know the truth. Anyone who refuses to buy Concord is missing out on a total of 52 new trophies.
True.
3 of which are titled Big Win, Line 'em Up, and Experienced Fighter. Which
I
is
like
the
where
gold
your
trophy.
head's at there.
I'm gonna say line them up. Line them up sounds like a difficult like.
Yeah.
You have to do some like
3 headshots in a row
3
kind of
headshots
garbage.
with like different weapons, like all in a particular order or some.
Yeah, line them up sounds like you gotta get 3 kills with one thing. You know.
I'm saying line them up as well. Kevin,
correct
world's
answer.
first. Oh, Kevin didn't guess, did he?
No, I was
Oh,
gonna say
oh,
line it up.
okay,
too.
just make
yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I gotta go
All
different
right.
than Kevin. Hold
Shut
on.
up.
Oh, right.
I'll go the third answer because Kevin's.
I'll
picking
go the second one.
Yeah, that was.
All right, so Kevin's doing Line 'em Up, Andy's doing Experienced Fighter. And the correct answer is Big Win,
Shit.
which is awarded for winning
I beat Andy.
100
I beat Andy.
multiplayer matches.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
I think you tied Andy, no?
No, he
Oh,
won.
no, I beat him.
And that
I think
is
Barrett's
the
right.
end of this installment of my recurring gaming segment. I hope to see you guys next time.
Always
Thank
a
you, guys.
pleasure.
Bear.
Thank you.
It was really
See you
scary.
later.
I won last week, I think, or last month.
No, I don't think so.
Because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
All right, next up it is
Probably asked about Radeon cards too.
Malfreya.
Mofre.
Hello, Cooper.
Good morning, fellas. How is everyone's morning?
Fantastic, Cooper. Thank you.
Had a McDonald's bagel. It was good.
Ooh.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
I ate 2
Nice,
McDonald's breakfast
nice.
burritos. It was dope.
Awesome. Yeah, Risticles got me earlier, Greg. That was great.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
laugh
you.
out of that. Hadn't heard it before. So yeah, guys. Hope you're well. I wanted to ask about what's your guys' feelings on content for this year. in regards to game releases, announcements, TV shows. What have you felt about the content you played this year or watched? And are you satisfied with it? What would you like to see improve?
Oh, great question. I think it's been a great year. I'm thinking of games. That's where I am, right? I think it's been a great year for games. It hasn't been as every month, every week as a game of the year contender like last year. So I think there's that almost hangover to it where you feel, oh, there's nothing to play. There's so much good shit to play. There's so much good stuff. And I think that for me personally is always a more exciting year when you are talking about game of the year lists and what do you think? And it's like we only have I think it was me and Mike on Games Daily last week. We're like having a conversation about it, and it was that thing where I think we had 2 or 3 games that we thought were like locks, and then it was all these like just a list of games where it's like, well, if this happened, if that, you vote this way, and I don't even games that aren't even out yet. I mean, games that are out that have an audience, but do they have an audience that's big enough that would do this, that would shine through? And I like that a lot. And so I think even today's Nintendo Direct was a great example. We're going to talk a little bit about it on Gamescast in terms of our topic of Steam is pretty cool. Of like a bunch of games that got shown there, announced there that are exciting and then almost imminent or out today, and all these things of like, damn, there's like such a constant feed right now of awesome stuff to go do and play.
I'll talk about TV because I feel like this year had a bit of a revitalization for me when it comes to television. I usually will watch a show for some either interview or it's something we're going to do for screencasts. And every once in a while, you'll have like the mainstays like The Boys. But after I had fallen off of House of the Dragon a couple years ago when the first season came out, rewatching the last parts of season 1 and then all of season 2 was freaking great and fantastic. And I had a great time with it. Same with even though I wasn't happy with the way it rolled out, Invincible was great. I freaking loved watching the second half of that show. And the most recent season of The Boys, which I think is easily the weakest, but ends with some of the strongest shit that they've ever done. And I just found myself a lot more, or even
The Bear,
Shogun, freaking fantastic.
Shogun was
I'm not
great.
caught up on
Shogun's
The Bear.
great.
I only watched
Bad
season
season.
1.
Bad season.
Bad
It's a
season.
good season.
It's a good season.
No.
It just
It's
like
not the best
Yeah,
season.
it didn't end super
There you
strong.
go. Thank you.
And it
Shogun
starts
is
a little
great.
artsy fartsy.
because
Yeah, very slow all throughout
Yeah.
the season. Yeah.
Shogun is fantastic. If you all haven't watched Shogun, that's an achievement of the TV show, and I hope it wins a lot of awards because it probably will.
Yeah.
agreed.
Defiant Minds is how are you going to forget Fallout?
Fallout.
Fallout.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
I enjoyed Fallout. So in most years where it's been just, let me just continue to play games, I found myself a lot of nights being like, oh man, I need to put this game down because I want to watch this new episode. Or we talked about on the Kind of Funny podcast recently, every Sunday having that House of the Dragon premiere and getting really excited for it again,
Yeah, I'm not too much for games where I've like actually taken the time to play anything. My catalog grows larger every week. A little disappointed that I haven't jumped into Fortnite yet this season.
Yeah.
But like TV shows, I think have been really good. A lot of disappointing moments in series I enjoy of like, oh, I wish they had gone a little harder for this season. Like the
Can you give me an example? Or are they
yeah,
gonna
like
always
the
spoilers?
boys and like where they took certain storylines of like,
Gotcha.
oh, you built up this character to be really cool, and then suddenly they're all like scared, and then it's gone. But like there's other stuff like My Hero has been great this season, and I started. Yeah. Oh yeah. I also started watching Delicious in Dungeon, I think is what it's called, and that's a phenomenal show. It's a nice. I don't know if that came out this year, but I experienced it this year.
It's new to me.
Movies is an interesting one where there's been several movies that I wanted to go see, but then I didn't, and watched them afterwards, and they were just like whatever. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, not upset that I missed them in theaters.
Interesting.
So yeah, movies this year is kind of a lull for me.
We just
Ooh,
watched
X-Men 97, fantastic.
We just
Oh,
watched
yeah, it's great.
Long Legs. I liked that.
Yeah,
That seems like one of the more polarizing movies of the year.
Yeah, I think again, it helps me waiting this long for on demand because it was like I saw the Long Legs is the scariest fucking movie, and I'd be like, this fucking sucked. And so I went in with like, all right, what am I getting? Oh, okay, I enjoyed it. I didn't walk away being like,
They had some of the best
Movie of the
marketing of that poster, like Long Legs, the #1 movie in America. Right below it, that isn't Despicable Me 4, and it's this really horrifying looking poster with terrifying fonts, and seeing Despicable Me 4 written in that font was really funny.
nice. Okay.
Thank you, Cooper. Oh,
Sure.
Deadpool Wolverine, pretty fun movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right,
another
yeah.
great movie. Yeah.
Y'all have a great day, guys.
You too,
Likewise,
Cooper.
Cooper, have a good one.
Mofra. Good name.
All right, next up, it is Tryla89.
Hello, Tryla.
Hello, Tryla.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. How's it going?
All right. Well, hello guys. Welcome back, Greg.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Um,
Excited to go away for PAX.
we'll miss you. Well, I know with the Deadpool Wolverine movie, Andy did not believe Hugh Jackman had those washboard abs.
No, I was
later
the only
revealed
one
it.
who believed it.
Oh, you believe it? It was
I
Nick
don't
that
think
did.
I said
It was
anything.
Nick and Tim that were like, that's CG. And I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine. Like I
Because
do
I got a
believe-
bunch of tweets sent to me
Yeah.
like, Andy, you were right. They were right. They were real abs.
Yeah, I thought they were real too. I just like there's a reason why there's like one scene within the rest. He's just wearing the vest.
Yeah.
You know what I
like
mean?
They
Where
wanted
it's
to
like-
play it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's hard to maintain for a long time for when
Mhm.
you get that
Let
old.
the man rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this brings me to my question. Out of all the Marvel universe, you have all your, sexy daddies. If you were to get, let's say, all expenses paid, they'll supply you your personal trainer. Whose bod would you work for?
Chris Evans, Captain America 1.
I mean,
Yeah.
the biceps hold it. Or
The
no, I'm
pecs.
thinking Winter Soldier with the.
Yeah. With
But
the
no, I mean,
helicopter. I think when they open up
yeah,
the
that's what I
the
was thinking,
chamber
yeah.
in his pecs.
So it's after the
Dollar.
serum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What a monkey's paw! I didn't ask the genie not to fuck me. Oh, you get it.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Thor in the latest one, like the scene where they rip off the he's just
he's
naked
nudie?
for a second. It's just
Yeah.
Christ.
It's gonna be more of a weird one, but I like the template that it would give me. I would go with like Tom Holland in kind of any of the movies because I could get larger if I wanted to, but I'm starting from like a smaller, already shredded frame with a great metabolism, and then I
You're
could
fucking great already.
roid the freak up.
I feel like that's
and get
cheating. I
massive.
think you have to pick one, and that's what you're sticking with.
I don't like that you're changing the rules. I don't like
I
that
mean,
you're trying to be the arbiter of the rules right now.
I think that the rules were set. You're finding little caveats to sneak in your own little desires.
Okay. Well, if Kevin's gonna be the rule guy here,
Somebody's got to be.
someone's got to be.
Somebody's got to step in.
Thank you, Kevin.
I'll go with Hugh Jackman in the first X-Men movie.
Oh, okay.
Ah, it's good.
Just like just not really muscular.
Yeah.
He's just a dude.
He was very
Toned.
fit, very toned. Like
he's
he looks
just a
great.
dude.
Yeah.
It's like what humans like normally look like.
I mean, all right, let's step back a little. Like he's also like 6'2", and like he's much larger than it looks. It's like one of those situations with Superman and what's the Superman we grew up
Christopher
with?
Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he more or less looks like a normal person. Then you put a normal person next to
Yeah,
him,
like, oh, no,
and
you're
you're like,
normal,
oh no,
normal.
he's like an enormous man.
Oh, you know what? Paul Rudd in the first Ant-Man movie.
Really?
Yeah, when he's like when what's her face gets all horny when she's like, oh my god, look at his sexy body. He's
Oh,
like
not
kinda
in the ice cream
turn
store.
around and he's like taking off. He's like, it's I think like nurturing a wound of some sort.
Nurturing a wound.
Yeah. And then you just see like ab. It's just abs all over the
I don't
freaking
remember
place.
that at all.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
stuck
it
in my
was a
brain.
hot- it was a hot
Yeah.
shot.
That was the first time that we saw Evangeline Lilly be like, oh shit.
I
Horny
need,
time.
I need me some of that.
Yeah.
What she said. That was the line.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas said, "It's the ant, Scott."
Scott.
It's
Scott,
the
I like
abs.
your abs, Scott.
Oh my God, you're a psychopath.
You know how I got throat cancer, Scott?
I
Jesus
do really
God.
know that.
Great question. Thank you very much.
Thank
What's your
you.
answer?
Yeah, no problem. Oh, I didn't even think about it.
We have 3 seconds.
Honestly, I probably agree with Andy. Something a little more realistic. Just go with Paul Rudd.
Because like, yeah, I want
It's
to
a
be able to.
magical world.
I
where
don't
you
wanna
can
the
have
gym,
whatever
guys.
you want.
Just go to the fucking gym.
Okay, but I don't want I want to be able to shop for a shirt that is gonna be like, oh, this
No,
is
you
not gonna
don't.
fit me. My
Try-
arms
it-
are massive.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what you want. Though you want to put on a shirt and be like, ugh,
Too big.
it tore again.
Yeah, but I already do
Yeah.
that right now, but with my belly. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
keep reliving.
Different feeling though. It's
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
feeling, Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Abs, Scott.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Later. Thank you.
The abs. There's too many abs.
All right, next up is Benny.
Ben?
inviting you to
Benny
speak.
Safdie.
It's supposed to be in preschool.
Hey, what's going on?
Not
Hello.
much. What's going on with you, Benny?
Nothing much. I'm just in the grocery store right now.
Awesome. What are you grabbing? What aisle are we in?
Looking. Well,
Looking at
that's
Valley.
what I'm about to ask you right now. I'm in the hamburger helper section,
Nice. Okay.
and I got a few options in front of me, and I want your guys' opinion here to make the patrician choice. So we got some cheesy Italian shells. Looks pretty good. Looks like a red tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Some oregano, some herbs. We got the deluxe beef stroganoff.
No, disgusting.
With
Yeah,
a
that's a
creamy and
classic though,
savory
right?
sauce.
No.
Made with real dairy, it says. I
That's
don't
cool.
know if I believe that.
Yeah.
That's true. I
and then
love
we
dairy.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, you got to go with that one.
Crunchy taco with a robust spice and taste, according to the box.
So this is pasta.
It's rice.
Finish. Let him
Oh.
finish.
Rice, and there's also a crunchy topping involved. The only issue is that it's about 3 times more expensive than the entire
Get out
rest
of
of the
there.
hamburger
Get out of
helper.
there.
But it's 2 ounces bigger also.
I think you go big.
Yeah.
No, do the cheesy shells.
And it's something different. I think you got to go big.
I think you got to go on an adventure with
Yeah.
the hamburger helper.
Do you?
Right now,
Maybe
I
all
mean-
the content.
also buy a
like-
jar of salsa just to like add. You know?
Oh, okay. Well, that now that's like a whole dinner. That's not
yeah.
a
Maybe buy a
hamburger
little
helper,
sour
that's like
cream to add.
oh my goodness.
You
Okay,
know?
you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go with the crunchy taco. I think I'm gonna get maybe some tortilla shells, heat them up in the oven.
Yeah, I don't know if Benny had
Some
the
salsa.
budget to like add a bunch of
He
different.
wasn't saying that he was
ingredients.
Get some fresh
restricted.
avocado.
Oh no, I
Get some
I
cilantro.
can afford tortillas. I'm not that poor of a college student.
Okay. Yeah, I like the idea of this sort of talk. But like, hold on. What I don't love was the lack of details on a crunchy topping. They
see
just threw that out
the
there.
mystery
It
was
includes
exciting.
crunchy topper, is what it says.
It
on the
could
box.
just be like wood chipper. Like, you know?
No, it's gonna be crushed up tortilla chips.
Crunchy taco hamburger helpers made with 100% real
looks
cheese
good.
and Mexican style spices for the zesty taste you love most.
Show that shit
Add
to
your
me.
own twist just before
Send it to
serving.
Bear.
Stir in salsa and sprinkle with shredded cheese and cilantro. Pasta. America's favorite hamburger helper is a delicious crunchy taco entree, blending rice and sauce, cheesy topping, and corn chips. Quick and easy, make hamburger helper in 3 easy steps. Ingredients. Yeah, okay.
So is it like a little bag of croutons, but it's corn chips in there inside?
Yeah.
So they're smaller. They're a
Yeah.
smaller size.
It can look like Fritos almost.
Yeah, I can't.
like
I can't.
half-size
Yeah, I
Fritos.
can't really enlarge it.
I
but
see.
you
Send
kind
it
of see what's going
to
on there.
assets.
It's not worth that.
That
Okay.
sounds pretty
Alright.
delicious, actually.
Meanwhile,
See, now, I
cheesy
feel like-
Italian shells pasta hamburger helper is made with 100% real cheese and Italian style herbs for the classic taste you love most. Add your own twist, make it fancy. Stir in fresh baby spinach, diced tomatoes, and grated Parmesan just before serving.
Kevin, did you call me?
Okay, now
Yeah,
if
remember
we're
you
using
asked me
the
to.
fucking
grated
kidding me?
Parmesan and the tomatoes, I feel like that's going to be more expensive than
Yeah,
the, than
absolutely.
Hey, I'm reading the website, dude. You don't have to do any of
Spinach,
it, all right?
Tomatoes, it's crazy.
The shells look way better than the pasta, the crunchy taco.
Yeah, but he's got like weird beliefs on food. Like he thinks everything looks like vomit.
I mean, you're not wrong, right? I'm just
I
saying.
mean, with what I'm looking at, yeah, I almost kind of agree with him, but you know, it's
No,
the-
yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you.
sure. But you're an adult that's smart enough to know it's not vomit and it might be delicious.
Dude, last
That's
night
true,
the funniest fucking thing happened where I was streaming some Star Wars Outlaws and Snowmike Mike pops in the chat. He's like, "Just want you to know I really miss you, man." And so we all just started like talking shit, and then
That's how we responded.
Yeah.
His heartfelt "I miss you,
Yeah,
friends."
and then Melissa with a Y says, "Oh my God, Mike, you're in DC right now. You need to go to this one restaurant. It's a Balkan restaurant. It's called this and that." And I was like,
Have you ever met
Hold
this man?
on.
Have you heard
"Yeah."
this
I
man
was
talk?
like, Mike is gonna quickly be like, "Nah, I'm not. That's not for me."
Put an napkin.
And then JD Neil popping in the chat and be like, "Mike will see the menu. Mike will buy something. Mike will not eat it." Just like,
He just gets it, goes, "I've got to
yeah,
go."
he's like, "Nah, I don't. That's not for
Put a
me."
napkin. I put a napkin on it. I put a napkin on it.
See, Mike has to go. There's this great restaurant, great Greek restaurant called Zatinia in DC. Best food I've ever had in my life. Chef Jose Andres, great guy. Anyway, on the
I don't-
kids menu,
I don't
they
think you
have
could
mac
tell him
and
it's a Greek,
cheese.
though.
They have mac and cheese and chicken tenders, so he could just order from the kids menu, but still have the fancy restaurant experience.
Beautiful.
That's a lot of Mexican restaurants back home, Kevin. Where it's
really?
like the most authentic, best Mexican food you
Yeah.
could possibly eat. But the kids menu,
Chicken tenders.
of course, has to have chicken nuggets, and of
Yeah.
course has
Same
to have
here,
a little
same
burger
here.
with fries. That's always a thing. Hamburguesa
Yep.
con papa. Yeah.
Do you think if we were strategic about it, we could introduce him, Mike, to Euros, and he'd enjoy them? Because I think that
Has he never
Euros-
had Nick the Greek with us?
I don't think so.
I still haven't gotten him to get volcano curry.
That's wild.
He had
This is
ramen the
scary.
first time with me at
Hated it.
Tatsuya. Wait, really?
Yeah, you walked away and he was like, "Oh, ugh."
No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he ate
that
a
very
lot of
much
it.
sounds like something he would do.
He ate a lot. Like I ordered extra noodles, and then he took noodles from me, from my extra noodles. I was
Maybe
like,
I'm
"Go ahead,
wrong.
take the
Maybe
whole
I'm
thing."
wrong.
No, I think he liked the ramen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he said he didn't.
I
though.
don't think we could ever take him to volcano. Curry.
I mean, what
It'd
you
be
also
too
know, Mike's just
embarrassing.
talks. He'll tell one person one thing and the other person the other thing. You never know how he
But
stands.
the thing with volcano curry is like obviously he wouldn't do the spicy, but the way that you could kind of like brand and package the experience is like you're eating a little chicken tender with some sauce, like some sauce on it.
I think the mixture of the curry and the if we got him like the chicken, there's something about it that I
We
feel
have
like
to-
you
He
I
would
think we
just
have-
eat the chicken.
I
He would
think
just
you
eat
have
the
to-
chicken.
you'd eat it dry.
I think you have to prep the thing to look like a chicken tender meal. Like you can't have it on the thing with all the sauce all over the place. You have to have like here's a little thing to dip the little fillet into.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think we should do the opposite. Blindfold him and just be like, "Here's the fork. The plate's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Get in there and try to get what you can."
The other day I had some great rice from there. They were just killing it. A lot of times I won't finish all the rice, but when they cook the rice just right, it's like
That's right.
I'm eating all of
It
this.
hits. Every time we get volcano curry and I finish my meal, I'm like, I need more.
Yeah.
I don't need more, but I need more.
Fun fact: every time I order volcano curry, I get extra rice.
Fuck, that's a good call.
Yeah.
When it hits, it hits.
Great
Thank you for the
question. So what did you
Yeah,
decide?
so-
What hamburger helper are you getting? Taco.
I'm going with the crunchy taco. I'm gonna
Alright.
get some. I'm gonna get some. Okay. I'm at the corn now. Do I get the
Oh.
the creamy corn, or do I get the whole kettle corn?
Oh,
This is
Oh,
canned
kettle
corn.
corn.
You're buying canned corn?
Kettle corn?
Yeah,
is
canned
not
corn.
Just popcorn?
Fucking disgusting.
yeah. I'm also really confused.
What?
Is it a can of kettle like sweet corn?
No, it's corn, but I don't know. It says kettle. I guess they cook it in a kettle.
It's corn.
But does kettle corn not imply sweet?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we got creamy sweet corn.
So get that sweet shit out of here.
We
No,
got
well, hold on,
kettle
calm
corn.
down,
which
Yeah,
is
calm
supposed to
down.
be like sweeter than normal, and then just regular whole kernel corn, but there's no salt. I could add my own salt, so that gives me a lot of flexibility.
Yeah,
Get
you can
the,
do it.
Get the sweet out of here because when I'm thinking of this sort of taco-based thing, I want savory.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Mm.
suddenly have a little sweet profile thing added,
So
Yeah, of
are
course.
you going rogue and adding corn on your own, or is that something?
It'll be
that-
on the side. It'll be on the side.
Okay.
I don't want to. The artisanal chefs at Hamburger Helper. I mean, they probably know what they're doing. So
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the recipe here.
Milo Davis says frozen corn is the move, and that does sound like a better idea here. Buy a
I've
bag of
never
frozen
bought
corn.
frozen corn.
That scares me too.
Well, you
Is it
open
'cause
up the
I know
can of
peas,
corn,
like
you are
frozen peas are
committed
so
to the
much better.
entire can of corn.
I was gonna say my little advice here
If
is
you say open the can and freeze the corn, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
no. They sell, at least they do it in our local Lucky's here. So you know how they have the applesauce and those little.
Yeah.
They have corn in that same setup.
Oh, okay.
So you just get one of
Oh.
those because I like adding corn to a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
But like same problem. I open the corn, forget about it, and then a week later I look at the corn and it's not good anymore.
I guarantee if you go and check prices and you go to the frozen vegetables, the bag
yeah,
of
but
corn,
then what do you do with frozen corn? How do you heat that? You just microwave it?
Yeah.
That's awful.
what are you talking about?
I don't know. It scares me.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
fair.
I
I
don't
usually
think it's
when I make
awful.
mashed potatoes and gravy and peas. I just put the frozen peas in the mashed potatoes,
Okay. See,
like
that's
once
smart.
they're done, and
I
then
don't like
it's all
that.
together and it's heated up and it's great.
Interesting.
I don't
No,
know.
no.
I mean,
I just want don't sully my mashed potatoes. Mashed
Sure.
potatoes are a sacred thing.
Leave them where they
yeah,
are.
they-
but
like-
corn and mashed potatoes,
Mm-mm,
they go
mm-mm.
together.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
God, I could go for some mashed potatoes from
Yeah.
freaking House of Prime Rib right now. I'll tell you
Oof.
what.
Oh
I
my
went there like
God.
last week. It was good.
I've been trying to do the intermittent fasting thing where I'm just like eating.
I thought you said that was a scam. You said no. Wait.
Blessing.
Blessing thinks it's an
Blessing
eating
said
disorder.
it
That's
just
right.
sounded like unnatural or whatever. But I've just been like,
Natural.
well, yeah, he was just like, well, that's not like how a body should be, or should operate. But like, I haven't been eating my first thing unless you count like my morning vitamins, chewables or whatever.
We
I
don't.
forgot to take my vitamin today.
But my first meal will be around like usually 3 or 4,
Oh wow.
and you wouldn't know it because my performance on these shows, stellar,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Dude, you crush it every
Thank
day
you.
out here. I love
Yeah.
that. All right, enjoy your hamburger helper, Benny.
All right, thank you. And Greg, you're terrible at answering your email. I'm going to be honest.
Take
Sure.
the hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
When we started the company, there was Nick. I was like trying to go somewhere or do something, and I'm like, "Hold on, let me answer these emails." And he goes, "What emails?" And I explained, and he's like, "Just because someone emails you doesn't mean you have to respond." And I was like, "Wow, what a freeing thought."
I get so many press emails that I never know if they're for me. Like, I never know if they're like automated or not.
Oh, sure.
I'm
Yeah.
really bad at
Okay,
not knowing.
For the press emails, like you can usually click in and see and figure out if it's for them, but then also like archive it, and then if they actually are trying to get to, they usually follow up, be like, "Hey, I was checking in on this or whatever."
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because there's tons of times
But it's the same
where-
thing of like when somebody just sends you a review key, you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
There's been tons of times where I'll see Greg reply to an email that maybe I'm a
Oh, you
CC'd
thought it
on,
was- yeah.
and I'll be like, "Oh shit, I wouldn't have replied to that." Like clearly, Greg like either knows this person or is familiar
Yeah.
with this PR company or whatever. Man, that's so many emails, man.
So many emails.
All right, next up is Fung Time.
Max fun times.
Hello?
Fung Time, I see that your mic is muted on your end.
All right, can you hear me now?
There we
Hello,
go, fun
there
time.
go.
All right. Good morning, gentlemen. How are
Good
y'all
morning.
doing?
We're great. How are you?
Phenomenal, Thank you.
So I know that we just had a long food discussion, but I also had a
Getting hungry.
food-related question.
Getting
yeah.
hungry.
So I recently had my cousins from Germany come in and visit San Francisco, and I was driving them around. I actually was referencing the Kind of Funny podcast when y'all just went over all those
yeah.
San Francisco restaurants. So I was like, oh, we could go here, all this place is good. But then they asked me well, all this sounds good, but what's the most California meal or California food that we could eat while we're here? And I was like, oh gosh, I don't know. I was kind of stuck. So I wanted to ask you all, what would you say, if you could come to California one time or San Francisco, what is just the most California meal that you could eat or you would recommend to
Great question.
somebody?
Here's the
I
problem.
think it's probably burritos, maybe.
I've been here for so long, I don't know anymore the rest of the country. I know a little bit about the world, I guess. I would go a California burrito. Get the burrito with the French fries in it because I never,
Oh no.
I had never
that's
heard
a
of
San
that till we
Diego
got
burrito.
it. Is that how it breaks down? I forget the way.
The Mission style burritos are the ones that are rice and beans.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah, but I'm saying I've heard of that.
Yes.
That burrito exists in Chicago.
Sure.
A French fry burrito had never existed.
Yeah, that's San Diego
Got it.
style burrito.
There you go.
I think that for sure, go to the Mission and get a burrito. There's what's the popular spot that I mean, I like El Farlitos. I think they make a mean burrito and great tacos.
I'm not a great person to ask because I don't really know.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
So the other things that I was gonna say is I think that there's 3 good meals to have that are iconically San Francisco. I think one of them is gonna be the burrito. The other one is clam chowder at Pier 39, that general area. In a bread bowl, you get the sourdough. It's the company that does them.
Yeah, Bowden.
Yeah. That spot. And then the third one is find a fusion spot because I think that fusion spots and food trucks is such a big
Sure.
thing. And it's I always recommend Curry Up Now.
Yeah.
For the
burrito.
record, because I'm not crazy, Casino Bala says San Diego means no rice or beans. And I obviously am raised on the Underdogs menu. Underdog, a California burrito, has the French fries. The San Diego burrito is no rice or beans.
Interesting.
So
All right. Well. All right.
that I wasn't wrong when I
I
said
didn't
get
even really
California burrito.
know about the French fry thing.
It's
I don't-
gross. Don't eat it.
Oh, it's so good.
I think it's Alyssa's go-to. I would say I'm surprised no one else said it In-N-Out because In-N-Out is such that is a California staple. I would say is if you're if someone is
so
asking
hold on,
you for a California ass place,
But
to go,
again,
the most California though, so I feel like Yeah, I agree that In-N-Out is California, but it's a burger, and like you can have a burger anywhere and still have the idea of it. Whereas I think a burrito, whether it be Mission style, whether it be California with French fries, I feel like is something that yes also exists in other places, but is done differently here. Maybe in the poke burrito.
I also feel like In-N-Out wasn't it like Southern California for the longest time?
No, yeah, probably. I haven't read I sent Paris Lily the book about it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
All right.
A fake In-N-Out fan.
Yeah.
Well, I just like to troll the haters.
And
you know
like,
what I mean?
I'm not even the biggest In-N-Out guy, but like, if someone is coming here and visiting here, like that would be like a go-to spot. I would also say like, again, this is more Bay Area, but Ike's. You know, y'all know that I love Ike's, but I would say just any good like, you know, any good Korean barbecue spot, because I feel like Korean barbecue all throughout the state of California, like so fucking good.
Yeah, but I feel like the problem is like a lot of those places are like where you have like the big pan and you cook it.
Yeah.
And it's like
there's a lot of places that don't do that too, though.
Totally. But I'm saying like I feel like the experience is going with someone that knows what they're doing and them being like the mom of the table and just cooking everything for you.
Yeah, that does happen. Yeah.
That's kind of the best way to experience that.
Okay. Good question. Where did you take him? What did you give him?
Oh gosh, no, because they recommend. They were like, oh, yeah, could we go to In-N-Out? We're like, you can get In-N-Out like anywhere because they're doing like this long road trip.
Sure.
I eventually just took them to I took them to Sweet Maple because I was
Sweet
like
Maple's really
bacon.
good.
That
Sure,
seems-
yeah,
that
Millionaire's
seems really
Bacon.
good.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like Californian, and that was just something
Sure.
that I was thinking of. But no, great suggestions, and I'll definitely keep that in mind next time I have international travelers come and visit and can be a better host.
No, you were a great host, I'm sure. Don't worry about that.
All right, but yeah, have a great rest of your day, y'all. Thanks
Thank
for
you. You too.
answering the question.
Starving now.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Alrighty,
Breakfast
next
was a long
up
time ago.
is Walt. We got 2 more to go, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Walt.
Walt.
Andy, say
Hey,
talk
can
like
you hear
Mike.
me?
Yeah, we hear you, Walt.
We can hear you, Walt.
Sweet,
There it is,
sweet. Awesome. It's the first time I've ever called in.
Oh, congratulations. Thanks for caring and thanks for supporting.
What you're gonna do,
course,
you're
of
gonna
course.
click on the Discord. then you're gonna
It's mainly for
talk.
Kevin.
Let him go!
Son of a bitch. Kevin, mainly for you.
Yeah.
I know you got a little dude on the way.
Yeah,
I
a
do
little dude
too.
on the way.
He's coming. He's coming in October.
What day?
Yours?
Yeah,
Oh, mine too.
the 10th.
Oh, we're all
That's
right,
that's the same date. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Did they move your date? I thought it was the 8th.
I'm sorry, it's the 8th. His is the 10th.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, you never know. He may come early.
I'm hoping for that.
Yeah. Question for you. What are you most excited to do within that first year? For me, I have a huge work trip to Tokyo in like 3 months at the new year. So we're planning to take the little dude out there, just like go around, and he won't remember it, but it'll be fun either way. What are you most excited for within like the first year or 6 months?
I
to
like
do
my
with your guy?
interpretation of his own answer of just like, what's the first thing I'm excited for? Getting the fuck away and go to Tokyo. I can't wait to leave this guy at home.
Oh man, I don't know. I have my paternity leave is going to be a little longer than Paula's maternity leave, and
Mr. Mom.
yeah, exactly. I'm excited for those 2 weeks of
Yeah.
Mr. Mom
Yeah.
and seeing how that all goes and being like, I'm the one. I got this. Don't worry. I mean, I'm just at this point, I'm so ready for him to be here. His room's all set up, and I can't wait for it to actually happen. And him be here, and me be able to hold him and look at him, smell him.
Yeah.
Maybe smell great.
Yeah, I know.
You smelled Mike's kids.
Huh?
You smelled Mike's kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And then 2 last points. One, on the topic of quintessential California food, I think it's hard to pick because we're so regional.
Yeah.
So down
Sure.
here in SoCal, we have the California burrito, we have Randy's Donuts, we have In-N-Out, but we have that everywhere. But it's regional, so it really depends on where you're at. And then last thing is sometimes I get codes for games from work. I can't say where I work, but I get codes for games.
Game stats.
What would be the best way of sharing that out? Because I can't use them because I can't sell them legally. So I would like to share them more with the community.
Discords? Or are you trying to hide that you're the person giving them?
I don't care that I'm the person giving them. I just want to make sure that we can share it out to the best friends.
Oh, see, like Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Yeah.
Wait, are they
Okay.
physical copies or
No, they're codes. They're codes. You
Oh,
said.
the codes.
Codes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they're codes. Sometimes I get Steam codes. Sometimes I get PlayStation codes. Really depends on where I'm coming from, and I probably just outed where I work. So never mind. Though you just keep carrying on.
Will do. Thanks for caring.
Thank you.
Of course.
Final question.
Final question is Ignacio Rojas.
What up, Ignacio?
Kind of.
There was a little echo there for a second.
Yeah, it sounds like your audio. Oh, Jesus.
Little reverb, a little reverb.
He got
coming in.
attacked by the Cloverfield monster.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Yeah, I'm on the train on my way to school, and it's my first time calling in for my phone.
Hell yeah. Did you go to the Surly Wench pub yet?
No, did you hear back from them?
No, they haven't responded to my DM.
What a shocker.
Cowards.
Yeah, they're missing out, but I'm sure the tens of people that would come to watch you guys.
The tens of people that come to watch
It would be
this?
great. We could have been something special.
It'd be dozens of them.
Yeah. To make it quick, for each one of you, Greg, why don't you get more into anime? What's up with that?
Yeah.
For Kevin, did you ever go back to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And to Andy, and I guess Kevin too, are you at all excited for the new Dragon Ball game? And sorry, I'm telling you guys the question straight away because I don't know if I'm gonna have a good connection coming up.
Yeah. Go ahead and mute yourself or just hang up and you can watch it later, Ignacio. We love you. Thanks so much. Have a good day at school.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ignacio.
Anime, it's just never worked for me. Like, and it's not even like a knock against anime. I'm just not that much of an animated person in general. And then I think then you get into the mix of my other passions taking up so much of my time, right? Where it's to the thing of like, especially life now, to jump to there, right? Where it is like, if I have free time, I'm gaming. And then it's like,
That's so fascinating. Somebody who's really into comics.
Well, but I mean, that's the thing where it's like comics have fallen away. I haven't read a comic in forever.
Yeah.
Regularly, I've picked up an issue or a trade here and there for something. But like my free time is dominated by games now because there's so little of it. Even to add in, like, I have not watched The Boys, and I don't know if I ever will. Like this latest season because it dropped and we weren't. I consume content outside of games for. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. I consume content outside of games to make content. And so if I'm not on The Boys show and there's not a show, I'm not going to do that right now because I got a million other things to go on. But it's the same thing of like My Adventures with Superman, right? The Jack Quaid Superman show that I loved. I was watching it with Ben. And when we got to the penultimate season 1 episode, it got scary. And Ben goes, I don't like this. And we stopped and I haven't come back just because like when I get downstairs and I have that free time, I'm not like, I should watch a show right now. I go, no, I want to play a game. And I jump in and play a game.
Come on. He screwed that up.
He fucked it up for me. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Jack Quaid really trying.
Sounds like Ben screwed it up.
Yeah, I know, but he'll be older soon. Don't worry about it, right? Like that's just how it is. And so like that's where we are now. Just to double it back, like, you know, Barrett showed me My Hero and like I liked what I saw, but I didn't like it enough where I'm like, oh, I need to go chase this because there was other things to watch and other things to go do or play or whatever back then when I had more free time, let alone now.
The first 3 seasons of My Hero like fly by and are so much fun.
Yeah.
My question. Look, I gave Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a really solid try. I watched way more of it than I should have. Like it went downhill, and like it's no longer canon or it's canon agnostic. It's not canon. I don't love it. I don't think it's good. I'm over it.
The episodes are they half
20,
an hour?
Yeah, 20 minutes, 22 minutes, right?
Okay.
It's a normal half-hour show, right?
And will I play the Dragon Ball game? I'm definitely going to check it out, but it being a primarily fighter, like that's never been that hasn't been my jam. And
it's an hour show.
I like watching fighting games, but I'm not much of a player because I'm terrible at them.
Sure.
But I definitely want to check it out just because I love the way that I love seeing how studios will interpret 2D animation into a 3D world. And, you know, even when Dragon Ball Z Fighters or Fighter Z or whatever came out, I thought that shit was like super stunning. So I want to check it out and actually have a code and look at some of the characters or whatever, but I'm not super stoked to play it for a long time, you know?
Yeah, I'd also, if we were playing it for like a kind of funny thing, I'd be very open to jump on
same
and
here.
try it on. Will I ask for a code when the time comes around? Probably, in case I ever want to get.
I'll
back.
watch Blessing stream it
Yeah.
a bunch.
Yeah. Cool.
Dress up as Goku.
Thank you,
Is he doing
Ignacio,
it?
for your questions. And thank you all
Maybe.
for watching. Remember, this is a Kind of Funny happy hour, your final one of the month.
Is that right?
Right? It's the 4th week of the
Yeah,
month,
that
so it's
sounds
probably
right.
the
Yeah,
end of
yeah,
it, right? Yeah. We've been doing them each and every week because of Patreon Pledge Month. Hopefully you liked what you've seen. Now you want to come over to patreon.com/kindoffunny, support us at that $25 level. And of course, you'd get one of these, usually with everybody who's in the office, on once a month. You can call in, be part of the show, ask your questions to us. Since we are live publicly, there's been a few super chats. The 5-star man says, Greg, I'm worried I came across as rude on Friday when I called in. Please accept this apology/pledge month donation. You did not come across rude, 5-star man. We had a great time on Friday.
Honestly, I wish you came across as more rude.
For as rude as I am in character to people, you don't have to worry about it. Then Jaden subscribed for 3 months and said, hey, Kind of Funny crew, first time catching one of these and wanted to send a big thank you. This has been a tough year for me, and Kind of Funny has been there to keep my head up through some dark days. Love you all. Heart, heart, heart. We love you too, Jalen. Thank you for continuing on. I'm sorry it's been, or Jaden.
Turn around.
It's been a rough one for you, yeah. And then final chat comes from EasyGar 916. Greg needs to watch Vinland Saga. Barrett, you know Vinland Saga?
I know a lot of people that fuck with Vinland Saga. That's one that's been on my list. I haven't watched it.
Barrett, I asked people in chat.
He wrote Vinland.
Okay.
I asked people in my chat one time, like, Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was so shocked at the amount of people that are like, easily Jujutsu Kaisen. I thought it'd be a lot more even of a fight.
No, yeah. JJK is like, in terms of like animation and stuff that you would be into.
J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson. Ew.
God.
It is gross.
JJK, in terms of like animation and style, it's on another level and it's insane. Even though I've shown you Demon Slayer stuff where you're like, damn, this is movie level. I'm like, yeah, and this is just a normal fucking episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love them both. It's hard to kind of put one over the other.
I feel like Demon Slayer, I watched the first season and then the
Mugen
movie,
Train.
the movie train, yeah, and like it just kind of feels very slow.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching this Kind of Funny happy hour. We hope to see you privately on patreon.com/kindoffunny next month. Of course, we are a small business all about live talk shows, which means we are not done. After this, it's a one-on-one games cast with me and Andy. And after that, the one, the only, the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino, jumps into more Star Wars Outlaws. So you don't have to go anywhere. Unless you're on YouTube, then you technically have to click on a different video. But you know what I mean. We're live. We're going. Like, subscribe, share. And remember that until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.